Um, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I do spoken word, but with a purpose. And my purpose is to enlighten us on our culture so that we can embrace it and be proud of who we are. That's basically it. So every piece that I speak on is to enlighten us in some way, empower us in some way, because the good, the bad, and the ugly, we got to accept it all. But we also have to be proud of, the fact that we made it this far, under the conditions that we had to come through. So ain't nothing to hold your head down about. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, your head should be so high they can't even see your eyes when you're walking down the street. You know? So I'm going to get into it, family. This first piece that I'm speaking on touches on basically what I was just saying, and this piece is called No Raven Beauty. And it's about a woman who's saying to herself, I don't care if you can't see my crown. It's there. Nobody has to acknowledge your greatness but you. You know what I mean? Don't sit around waiting for somebody else. This, Miss Joselyn, can you help me with this mic? It keeps moving on me. I don't know. There we go. Okay, so yes, don't wait for someone to tell you you're great. You have to tell yourself that. So this first piece, I call it No Raven Beauty. Oh boy. All right. Okay. Now, I'm no Raven Beauty, and I ain't got no big ass booty. But I have an intellectual mind, and my spirit is divine. I'm conscious and aware, and I love my natural hair. I'm proud of my African roots, and my religion is the truth. I closely gaze at my African ways. I give my ancestors praise for all the gifts they gave. I look at the color of my eyes and the shape of my thighs. I look at the splendor of my skin and the dimple in my chin. I look and I wonder if the world can see how the divine creator shows such favor upon me. And even if not one mention is said, I can see the crown they placed upon my head. Now, I'm no Raven Beauty, and I ain't got no big-ass booty. But I have an intellectual mind, and my spirit is divine. And that's Raven Beauty, y'all. Now, this next piece talks about a relationship between a man and a woman, and sometimes a man crosses a line that he ain't got no business crossing. And when he does that, it's our job as a woman to check him. Because if we don't, then we not really help him become the man that he needs to become. And I call this piece, You Just Lost a Good Woman. How dare you criticize the darkness of my complexion? Is that because you can't understand our ancestors' resurrection? So because you feel like my skin is too light, now you want to question if I'm half black or white? Funny how when it comes to the size of my ass, I got that shit online. But why I always see you checking for other sisters on the block? And if my hair's too short, then I must be gay. But I think it's your insecure ass that makes you think that way. And now you want to call me all out my name, calling me a hoe, saying we all the same. Thinking that you can treat me like some side chick. Boy, you just frustrated because you nut too quick. So I think I'm going to pass and wait for a better man. One who's ready to put a ring on my hand So here's some advice for you. Go and get some help. Because I'm looking for a king with knowledge of self. Peace. Now, you know, when you start to become a woman and you really own who you are, and no one can step to you in a way that disrespects you, and then on top of that, you want to school him about what he about to get into. You know, you're like, you might not even want to talk to me after I finish telling you about who I am. You know, and I call this piece Black Crystal Rose. I'm the black crystal rose, yours truly. I got itty bitty titties, but I got a fat ass booty. And even though I wish I had double D's that make men want to drop to their knees, I still got everything that a brother needs. So let me get straight to the point while I smoke this joint. Sometimes I move like a gypsy. Sometimes that good sex get me tipsy. But a fake ass brother always leaves me misty. I know you want to suck on my clit like spaghetti, but my brother, you just ain't ready. You see, I'm talking about a relationship and you still keep acting petty. I need a man that's solid as a rock and steady. Yeah, I heard that you were proficient when it comes to licking, but my intuition tells me you just tricking. And you ain't slick. So I'll be the judge of when you can taste these buds. You see, I've learned too many lessons. I'm not the woman I once was. You keep thinking you know me, but you don't know me, cuz. Yeah, I know you're trying to kick it, but my wisdom is just too prolific. You got to enter my mind first. That's the ticket. But there must be a reason why the universe sent you to me. Maybe it was a prophecy or a destiny, but why does it feel like a test to me? And as I sit back and contemplate on your proposition, I'll be looking for signs like I'm superstitious, but here we are in this precarious position. You see, me want let you come in. Me want make you a friend. Me feel the connection, me can't pretend. But of love, I am still a student, though experience has made me more prudent. So if you say you love me, then I say prove it. You see, I keep my heart on lock so I can't lose it. I keep my mind filled with provisions in case I have to use it. No, I'm not playing hard to get, so there's no need for you to chase. I'm just a woman who's selective about who I let into my space. Peace. Amen. Now this next piece is when you come across a brother that he ain't playing no games with you. He coming direct to the point, and he want to know if you can handle what he putting down. And I call this piece Invited. Now, I'm calling to invite you. But first, let me tease and entice you. You see, I want to mentally please you before I sexually relieve you. Now, don't be so apprehensive. My time is valuable but not expensive. I'm sure you will enjoy the pounding of this wood, and I know you're going to be back if I stroke it good. So just let me lick and salivate, but leave you free to masturbate, because I'm saving my sperm for the chance to procreate. But give me a second and I'll make some just for you. All I need is a moment or two. Now take this protein and rub it on your lips. I bet you can have twins with them childbearing hips. Now don't moan for me unless you really mean it, because the harder you come, the more you're going to feel it. Just let me sprinkle on my seeds and pull out all the weeds. Just enjoy this summer breeze while you go down on your knees. I can saturate your soil because you are my earth. So fertile and prime, so prime for giving birth. Together we shall lay and our seeds will be born. Now the cipher is complete and we shall live on. Peace. Now, family, you know when you've been in a relationship for a while and it's starting to get a little boring, so y'all trying to spice it up. And y'all like, you know, we need to try something new. We need to really get our freak on. So y'all had that conversation and then things proceed. And I call this piece Freakiest Desire. We are intertwining limbs. Some going out, some coming in. You got my dick so hard, I don't even know where to begin. I want to recreate your filthiest fantasy. Take you to a place where only your mind's eye can see. My tongue's a weapon, it's going to give you a hard licking. I see your heart beating all fast like the clock keeps ticking. You see, I'm going to be your name changer, sure enough a game changer. Ride my shit, just beware of the danger. Because I know it's addictive, it's going to take you higher. Fuck your fantasy, what's your freakiest desire? Well, playtime's over because I'm about to go in. Handcuffs and all, you better count to 10. Because by the time I finish, by the time I stop, you either going to marry me or you going to call the cops. Peace. Okay, all right, this next piece is when you mess around and let somebody turn you out so bad that you submit to being his sex slave because you don't want it from nobody else. You like, that's it right there, this is it, I don't need nothing else.
You talking to me?
And I call this piece Sexual Slave.
All right.
All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you. At first, I was afraid of all this sexual rage. But it made me swallow my pride, allowing me to recognize that I kept my inner freak inside. Now don't worry about my age. I'll be your sexual slave. You wanted my body, so my body I gave. But there's an image in my brain of a memory that still remains, staring at the spot where your semen left the stain. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you. I'm wondering how long will this last? Am I just another piece of ass? Will you still desire me when time has passed? Well, that would make you too unkind, plus I let you fuck me from behind, but these negative thoughts in my mind make me go back and rewind. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you. I remember back when we first met, when we both wanted more than sex. My yoni was so wet, how could I ever forget? We were pushing and lifting, our bodies were kind of twisting. Harder and harder, I kept insisting. And when we started to come, I felt the room shifting. We had more conversation after the stimulation, and I was turned out by the gratification. I had more insight into our situation, but it kept me wishing for the next sexual relation. Because all you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you. Peace. Now, We all human and we all make mistakes, and sometimes we slip up and fall for the wrong person and give our heart to the wrong person. And I call this piece, Forget Me Not. I gave him good loving, biscuits fresh from my oven, but that wasn't enough. Loving a man like him was rough. I really thought I could hang, but pain ain't my thing, and too many tears left me slightly insane. He had me losing my grip. He had me trying to remember where I slipped, but I was so mesmerized with that good dick. He was tall, dark, and toned. He fucked me good to the bone. He was chilling at my crib like it was his home. I said, but that can't be all that's meant for me. Loving a man who would never love me. Yet I treated him kind, pretended to be dumb, deaf, and blind, thinking one day that I could make him mine. But now I see that the joke was really on me. You see, I was just too sweet. I was just his sometime treat. Now I wish we never met. Now I wish we never had sex. Now I wish a man like him was easier for me to forget. Peace. Now, this piece is mainly talking about coming out, if you will. I'm not being quiet no more about who I am. I want the whole world to see my light. I'm shining my light for the whole world to see, and I ain't hiding and I ain't pulling nothing. That is coming out. And I call this piece, I Got Something to Say. I got something heavy on my mind. I got something to say. I'm not biting my words, I'm not spitting no blurs, but I'm shining this light around these curves. I got something to say. My third eye is telling me that it's time to set you free. And even if I have to take this big rock and shake that tree, let the leaves hit the ground, just make sure you hear the sound. I got something to say. This weight on me is like a chokehold on my soul, and I can't rest until this truth be told. Time is moving fast, but I'm not too old to drop some knowledge on you righteous souls. I got something to say. The load is getting heavier each day. Can't you see how my beloved ancestors paved the way? They left us hieroglyphic symbols and signs. All we have to do is understand the meaning so we can get the knowledge that we all fiend. And I said I got something to say. So let's have that conversation. Let's stand in the sun and receive some stimulation. Let's build and pour out some libation, because I got something to say to the Nubian nation. Peace. Now, this next piece is called Spitting Fire. And it's basically, I'm patting myself on the back. I'm telling myself, you know what? You're doing the best you can do. And it doesn't matter what nobody say, you're doing your best. So you're going to pat yourself on the back and feel good about it. And I call this piece Spitting Fire. I got 99 problems, but being black ain't one. I got melanin-rich skin that can absorb the sun. I'm quicker than your blade, my thoughts will leave you in the shade. Don't ever try to control me, just love me and hold me. My mood might get nasty, so just keep looking past me. I'm more than strong because my wisdom is so long. Sounds like a melody, maybe I should write a song. I feel my chakra getting higher, so let me spit this fire. I'm growing daily, so my words can't fail me. Now, if you say you trust me, always tell me you love me, then just hold me down and put no one above me. Yeah, I wanted to let you hit that, lick that, and flip that. But you couldn't excite my yoni because your ass was too phony. I gotta play with myself if I get too lonely. Yeah, my flow keeps changing and my thought keeps rearranging, so I'ma slow it down a bit because this joint I'm about to hit. Well, what's my prescription? My medicine is weed. It keeps my energy high and satisfies my needs. I just chill because I'm about to leave. But I hope this fire I spit put your mind at ease. Peace. And y'all want more pieces?
Yeah.
More pieces?
We got more pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
This next piece is called Our Souls Are Speaking. Our souls are speaking. Can't you hear them calling, roaring, boundless being soaring? Just listen. Hear them swishing and whisking and hoping and wishing because something's missing. We think it's time for some long, wet kissing. We need to get some essence dripping. We need a yoni whipping, chain position, satin sheets gripping. Keep on hard hitting, gonna be some mattress flipping. You see, our souls speak. Just listen. We can't sleep in. We be late night creeping, lust seeking, bed squeaking, curse words bleeping, and holy tongues speaking. We need more caressing, pelvic bone pressing, souls undressing, keep spirits guessing, soul confessing, oh what a blessing. You see our souls speak, just listen. We souls be exploding, our DNA's encoding, his phallus is reloading, hurry up the shop is closing. We look up at the stars gazing, we give praise, and still be hell-raising, because we just phasing, we dazing, we crazing, but our Creator is so amazing. Amen. We got to become wiser, revive and baptize her, but become a full sizer before you go deep inside her. And remember to analyze her before you plant your seeds and fertilize her. Because we souls be drifting in and out of dimensions. We souls be shifting. Flowing through the wind, you can hear our words twisting. You see our souls speak. Just listen. More? More?
Yeah.
Dig in the crate.
What else you got?
Yeah. Dig in the crate.
I got it.
Yeah.
This next piece is called Black and Blue. It's a little off topic. It basically has to deal with police brutality in the black community. And we all understand that. I don't have to explain what that is. Y'all all know what that's about. So I call this piece Black and Blue. Lord, I done forgot my words.
Take your time.
Oh, here you go. Because I hadn't planned on doing it, so I had to remember it. All right. I am black. You are blue. You see me, and I see you. But I can't imagine what you must see that makes you want to kill everyone that looks like me. Maybe all you can see is a drug dealer or some neighborhood stealer, a thug, a gangbanger, a prostitute, or a pimp, because you saw me walking with a limp. You only see the streets covered with grime, but you don't see how hard we grind. And now you got lasers locked on me like I'm the rotten apple in the tree. You don't even think I have the right to breathe even when I raise my hands and plead. Because I'm just black and you are blue. Do you see me because I see you? And you are the reason I run for my life from people like you. Because all I see is a protected murderer, a selective detective, who's threatened by my skin, wishing I could just blend in, raised to think that being black is a sin. ready to use deadly force because my blackness gave you no choice. So you hold me down to silence my voice, passing judgment on me in them cars you drive with no intentions on saving black lives. You don't understand my plight. You don't think I have rights. But to protect your privilege, you will fight. But I'm still proud to be black. And it must be hard for you to be blue. Hopefully one day you will see me the way I see you. Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you, family. Now this next piece, it's an old piece, but it's still relevant because unfortunately, we still have black on black crime. Our black brothers, sons are still killing each other in the street. And I wrote this a while ago, but unfortunately, like I said, it's still happening. So I'm going to speak on that. Young king, have you lost your crown? It seems that it's nowhere to be found. Are you killing time, or is time killing you? Seems like y'all dying except for a few. I keep hearing brain splat exploding like self-destructive matter, but all you seem to care about is keeping them pockets fat. I watch you dying so fast, but you just keep running past, and I see no future for you in the looking glass. Young king, where's your crown? Did you leave it in the lost and found, but where are you now? I'm not surprised somehow. You gave these streets your vow, but not your only child. And this is all too common here. On these streets you disappear. Mothers lose their sons to fear, another warrior killed by the spear. I see you chilling at the same old spot. Gotta run out the back before they unload the Glock, before they call the cops. I know these streets are hot, but statistics say you might get shot. Young king, please pick up your crown. I get stabbed when I see you just hanging around, sending your brother to an early grave. A king by blood makes you a royal slave, an early decease, but a prince from the streets. I wonder what happened to the king who you were born to be. Peace.
All right.
All right now.
I'll give y'all one more.
Yeah.
Okay, take your time. Make it good.
Yeah.
This next piece is called Fearsome Times, especially with this last election. We are in fearsome times. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. These are some fearsome times I'm living. It seems no mercy to the poor is being given. But yet those same hypocrites ask to be forgiven. Man, they must think I'm slipping. But that can't be with all this knowledge I'm getting, so I just fall back and listen. Then I unload my thoughts like bullets into my loaded pen, striking down men who mockingly offend. I recognize those who may try to pretend, and to those in the struggle my hand I lend. Yet I say again, these are fearsome times we living in, but I remember when my surroundings had friends, and I remember when I was about the age of 10, and I didn't understand then how any other man had the upper hand when it was indigenous people who claimed this land. Yet it seems as if I stood in the quicksand not seeing that this was the enemy plan. There are more fearsome times up ahead. Y'all better get out to bed. The beast kills the sleeping heads. He paints these streets red. His hunger must be fed. Time to get the crust out your eyes. Listen to the screams and hear the cries. Learn from the deceit and the lies and then ask yourself why. Yet I say again, these are some fearsome times we living in.
Yeah.
This last piece is called My Truth Is So Dope. Watch all these lies fall off as I inhale and puff.
It's time to call your bluff. I've lived in this cloud of confusion long enough. Each day I write and I sit and I roll these seeds of wisdom into a spliff as I anticipate the buzz off the hit and into a higher state of consciousness I drift. Exhaling all these mental tricks. Damn, my truth is so legit. So I think I'm going to pass on your religion of hope. Inhale this truth. Go ahead and take a toke. And watch all those lies go up in smoke. You got me so high, my truth is so dope. Inhaling so much haze that sometimes I choke. And if it gets too thick, I can snort it like coke. But I stay taking notes. Writing with the tip of my pen, I stroke and I stroke. Wow, I think I got y'all on the ropes. I felt this truth hit you in the back of your throat. I hope you can comprehend the depths of my scope. Because the truth is my religion. And I'm spreading it like I was the Pope. Thank you. Thank you, family. Thank you. Thank you.